don't sleep on the importance of friendships. Don't. It gets serious. Now, this is going to sound really woo-woo for those of you who don't really believe in mediumship and psychic energy. My spiritual people are going to understand this, but for me, I have had passed on people come through for their friends more than anything. Hear me out. Usually they do it when they're trying to either share some sort of truth or closure about their ending, or if they feel like sharing a message is going to somehow save or protect their friend. It's true. What's interesting to me is that so far, just from my memory right now, I've had 2 men, separate, they don't know each other, come through for their best friends. I mean, friends that they were close with since they were young, to protect them, to watch over them. And the other one I helped, that one was more of like a how do I say it? They're older. They're like they're 40, late 40s, 50s in age. And basically his friend came through to give him a message of protection because he was trying to help his family out and he was trying to protect him, okay, from something. And basically, he already knew because his friend had came to him in a dream, but he wasn't able to finish the message in the dream. So he already knew his friend was trying to warn him about something, but he didn't finish the dream, so he didn't know what it was about. But his friend ended up coming to me and telling me basically what happened to him. And he wanted to share that with him because it would end up protecting him. With that being said, I didn't know him. I met him when I was a little girl. So I kind of knew him, like, in real life, like in the physical, like, well, I don't want to say real life because they still live, but, the physical 3D life. And so the confirmation was he was trying to receive a message from him in a dream, but it didn't finish. So his friend came to me. All right, there's that. The second one's deep because I don't know these people. And he came through as just trying to help his best friend, to help him, to protect him, to help him heal, to help him to move forward in life because he felt like he was, destined for so much more, to protect him from things unseen and how a certain timeline could play out, to let him know that basically there were several parts of his life that he was ready to kind of move away from, to evolve from. But basically to give him love in a way of helping him. It wasn't like, I love you. It was more of, let me tell you all the things you need to do right now, which you're not seeing. It's like this person came through almost as a protective spirit for his friend, like a hawk, like an eagle, always watching. And it's like he could see everything that was happening around him and what could possibly happen in the future, and he was trying to protect him. Seems like something he would have done if he were actually here in the physical. So I thought that was deep because I've had women come through for their friends, but it's very brief. The men come through much stronger as protective spirits and allies to their best friends, which overall helped me to kind of see that, man, men really do have close relationships with their best friends, I know that sounds silly, but, sometimes men can be seen as like tough or stoic, or macho, but the love that they have with their best friends is truly beyond death and undying if it's a good friend. What I noticed these 2 men had in common is that, like the 2 different stories, is that these are men that they knew when they were young, like through youth in adulthood. And you'll hear Harlow in the back. These are men that never left their sides and still won't leave their sides. And I also noticed the synchronicity is that both of these men have helped the passed on men's family with like things after death. So I just thought that was interesting that they came through almost like in gratitude, and the gratitude was more of to save them and protect them and to help them with their path. So I don't know with the second person if they received a dream or a message from that person or clarity, but it's taught me a lot about friendship, and how important friendship can be, and how beautiful it is to have a friend. I know a lot of times people are often looking for romantic relationships, or family relationships, to strengthen family relationships. But a good friend could be beyond death. They could have your back beyond death. So I know a lot of times, the conversation topics about ancestors have been coming up a lot, due to the trend on TikTok, but we forget about our friends sometimes. Our friends can end up being important allies that can act as ancestors. And sometimes it's because they have, most of the time, it's because they have soul contracts with us, whether it's from past lives or it has to do with our ancestors in this current lifetime or just soul tribe. And they'll act as guides and protectors. And what I found so interesting is that the second story, the second one, he continues to watch over his friend, like continuous, like he's almost like he never left, like he's still there. So I think that's interesting. So it's taught me a lot about friendship, and if anything, it's made me wish I had a friend like that, like so loyal beyond death, loyal beyond death, it's deep. So whether you believe me or not, just think about that for a second. Think about the people you have around you, if they're giving you life or if they're taking energy, if they're giving energy or taking energy. And those that truly love you and care about you, give them love, because life is short, and honor them, truly honor them. Love you guys. And I would like to add, I think the first story, that friend is still watching over his friend, but I just haven't received any communication. Once I got the message, that was it. I've kind of heard his name, had his energy come through, but he's never given anything as deep as that. That was it. That was the main message, Okay, the second one though, he still lingers. Second one will still come through and share things, and it's very interesting. And I was like, okay, so that just lets me let something's unfinished with them, but furthermore, how much he really loves his friend. It may not always be shared like I love you, but the protection alone, and the loyalty alone, says a lot. Just the urgency of certain spirits, you can tell that is their love.